An AEW star is speaking out against his contract situation, plus CM Punk reportedly going off script. We're going to talk about this and much more right here on the Ango Show. Welcome back to TAS. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed Survivor Series. My thoughts on that are going to be on Ango, the Ango Show live tomorrow, as well as more Ango. I want to kick things off with the WWE Network. It's officially canceled. Netflix is taking over. If you are a citizen in the UK and Ireland, it's officially over. WWE has officially closed down the WWE Network, and now content is being moved over to Netflix. In a new email sent to UK and Ireland subscribers, WWE confirmed that the WWE Network will cease operations on January 1st, 2025. And actually, as a gesture of goodwill, subscribers will receive complimentary access to the network for the entire month of December, allowing fans to enjoy the content one last time before the platform's closure. This is really insane. Basically, what you guys need to know is that a subscription to the WWE Network has been disabled in the app stores, so it will not renew your next billing date. And if you already have Netflix, it's automatic. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Netflix is not putting WWE as an add-on or anything like that. So it's not like you have to pay Netflix for more WWE content. The big thing here, though, is if you guys are in the app stores and you guys subscribe to the WWE Network, I know with like iOS, iPhones, and Androids, you could just automatically have it bill to your account or your credit card, debit card on file. That's going to be done with. So listen, like this is obviously an end of an era. The WWE Network in the United States has been gone for a while. I know a lot of people really enjoyed the WWE Network more than Peacock. I wasn't one of those people that was like against Peacock or whatever it may be, but obviously the original WWE Network was better. And for those subscribers in the UK and Ireland, you know, I think it's pretty cool that this month it's basically complimentary, but yeah, you're just going to have to wait for it all to roll out on Netflix. Obviously, this is a big change for the WWE, but let's look at how WWE got here with streaming. You know, Vince McMahon created the WWE Network. I think it was successful in certain ways, and then in certain areas it wasn't. It was obviously a breakthrough like within the technology world, but then they eventually signed the deal with Peacock. And when they signed the deal with Peacock, for those in the United States like me, we had to just subscribe to Peacock. We didn't have the WWE Network anymore. And then from my knowledge, I know I read some stuff where people like used VPNs to have access, you know, to the WWE Network internationally or whatever. I don't know if that ever worked. But obviously international members that had the WWE Network, they were able to do that. So now for them, I think it's really cool that WWE has given it to you for free for the final month. I thought that was a nice gesture. But obviously moving to Netflix will be required. And some people might like that. Some people might not, but you guys can let me know down below. All right, guys, let's talk about CM Punk, Bronson Reed. What has happened here? Apparently, CM Punk has gone off the script. I don't know if this is real. I don't know what to make of this. But according to Wrestle Purists, Punk's move to Bronson Reed prior to starting in the War Games was an actual on-the-spot decision. Wrestle Purists reported that they were informed that this was a total audible that the CM Punk decided to do at the last moment. And obviously some people are curious if there's like some legitimate beef between Punk and Bronson Reed. I don't know. Obviously CM Punk is very unpredictable. CM Punk obviously has a reputation in the IWC for shaking things up, but I thought this actually added to the rivalry. I thought this added to the match. I thought this match was a really well done, very well produced match. And I like the fact that Bronson Reed and CM Punk kind of got something there, because I think we're going to be watching two things, right? I think there's going to be a storyline that comes soon between CM Punk and Roman Reigns. And that makes a lot of sense, right? CM Punk and Roman Reigns is one that makes tremendous sense. And obviously we don't know what Paul Heyman's favor is. But I think Paul Heyman will be going back to CM Punk at some point, maybe once he's done with this Bloodline saga, which God knows how long that's going to take. But also at the same time too, for Punk and Roman to go feud, we can't forget about Punk and Rollins. And Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed have some beef. With Punk going after Bronson Reed, I wonder if WWE can tie in Seth Rollins into that storyline and make something really unique out of it. But I think what CM Punk did here, that audible that he chose, I don't know if WWE was against it. I don't know if WWE has spoken out about it. I don't know if WWE has an issue with it. I don't know if maybe this was something that only he and Bronson Reed spoke about behind the scenes, nor do I care. I think this was one of those moments that made it really cool. And then WWE actually blacked out the feed, which made it even cooler because it makes it feel like it's not supposed to happen at all. But that standoff with the OG bloodline and the original, the OG bloodline and the new bloodline, you see the Samoan werewolf sitting in the cage, and like, I don't know, there was just some tremendous intensity there that I think really was executed well. But I think a lot of that stemmed from CM Punk kind of being the antagonist here. And I think when CM Punk did this, it got a lot of people talking. I know social media was blowing up. Is this on the script? Is it not on the script? I feel like Wrestle Purist report here, what I'm going to assume is accurate. I think CM Punk probably did this in hopes of, shaking things up and adding to the match. And it certainly did that. And it also really did a good job of kicking things off, because once everybody got involved and everybody was wrestling and everybody was doing their thing, it just led to some really good content. All right, guys, Rey Fenix is speaking out against AEW. He put out a statement regarding his situation. We all know that Rey Fenix is extended for another year or so. AEW actually has zero plans to release Rey Fenix from his contract, and they have no plans to use him. Now he is talking about this publicly. He uploaded a video on social media, on Instagram, and basically in this video, he says, there are many things that are not known, but that also should not be talked about. We have to wait. Professionalism above all, gentlemen. We must not be the same as all those podcasts that go around spitting out what should not be spit out, never belittling our work. There are things that must always be respected. Many are already forgetting everything that wrestling has given them. This is a very interesting situation with Rey Fenix, because obviously the podcast stuff, the whole talk about Rey Fenix and Penta going to WWE, it came from the dirt sheets. It obviously picked up a lot of steam, and that is the reason why Tony Khan ultimately chose not to use Rey Fenix. This isn't a controversial opinion at all. My opinion has been the same. This was, when WWE and Mustafa Ali did not want to be there, when Mustafa wanted to leave WWE and Free Mustafa was trending, I said it in my video before. I said, guys, listen, it's business and I get it. And I understand why WWE is doing it. It doesn't mean I like it, but I understand why they're doing it. My honest opinion is that the same, right? Like, I understand why Tony Khan is doing it. It is business and it makes sense for his business to do it. It sucks. I don't think Mustafa Ali should have ever been held captive by WWE. I don't think Rey Fenix should ever be held captive by AEW. Quite frankly, I thought Tony Khan was a man that cared about the workers' rights. And, I think the best example of this that I can put to is Dave Meltzer was talking about this. And basically on Twitter, Dave Meltzer had responded to a fan where he was responding to Jimmy Corderas, the referee. And Jimmy goes, keeping talent on the roster that do not want to be there and paying them to stay home is a brilliant business model, with the emoji. Dave Meltzer says, what two companies have done that more in history than others? My response to that is two wrongs don't make a right. I know that this is something that's been done in the industry before. And I understand why Tony Khan's doing it, and it makes sense why Tony Khan would do it. But Tony Khan is also supposed to be different from those who came before him, and that's where I disagree. But I get it 1000%. Nonetheless, I expect Lucha Bros in WWE both when they are ready. I think Penta should do a singles run. Rey Fenix joins him when the time is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Ango Show.